Hey everybody. Okay, so I went live a little while ago with my students and it did not work because my daughter was grouchy. Hold on. There we go. My webcam is a little dirty. All right, so we're gonna try this again. This time I'm gonna reshare the link to my students. Okay. Oh, is it gonna let me? There's the link. All right, so let's push this out again. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. Perfect. Don't tell anyone I need glasses. That's why I have to get close to the screen. Okay. Perfect. All right. We're going to try again. Okay. Comments are on. So keep it appropriate because we are still in school. So comments are on. We are going to try again. All right. So just like before, water. I need to turn it. I need to put some more water in because we boiled a lot of it out. All right, so I am making Margherita Chicken. Okay. So Margherita with an H, Margherita. Okay. So when I was in Rome for my honeymoon after I got married, we went to all like local places. We only went places where our hosts like suggested we go, or places where they eat. Okay. And so one of the places we went, we were in Piazza di Popolo, which is like this really pretty piazza. So piazza is like a square. Okay. So it's like where people go. There's usually a church there. There's usually some type of like civic building. There's lots of shops, all that kind of stuff. And then there's usually like these little restaurants and things. And so we're in Piazza di Popolo, and we were hungry. It was like lunchtime. And when they eat in Italy, like it's totally different than America. Like everything closes at like 2:00 and doesn't reopen until 7 p.m. Like no one eats dinner until after 7, which as like hungry, greedy Americans, we were miserable. But this pizza place happened to be open like mid-afternoon. And there was like a line out the door. And we were like, well, it's got to be good because everybody looked local. They all looked like they were Italians. And we were like, okay, we get there. And like the window was like busted out. And we're like, what's going on here? And so we get in line because obviously the pizza's good because there's a line around the corner and people are still eating there. Even though there's like masking tape holding the window glass in. And so we get in line. And this pizza, y'all, was incredible. So the pizza is made in like long rectangles, and when you order it in centimeters, and they have to like cut it with scissors. It was the craziest thing ever. But their Margherita pizza was to die for. So good. And the reason it was so good is because everything was fresh. It was fresh ingredients, fresh foods, just the best. And you guys know how I feel about fresh. So back to this meal. Okay, I've got water that's starting to boil. My oven is preheating. And I have a frying pan heating up. Remember, we cook in hot pans. All right. So the first thing it wants me to do is to sear off my chicken. So I took my chicken out of the containers and I patted it dry with paper towels. Okay, and then I need to season it. So, here, let me turn the, you guys are a little further away than we were last night. Make some room here. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're gonna season the chicken. Salt. Are the comments working? If you guys can see me, say something. I think I have. Did I turn the comments off? I think they're on. Okay. Well, if you can see me, if you can comment. If I don't see a comment in the next like 5 minutes, I'll go in and try to fix something, I guess. So once it's to season it with salt and pepper and then Italian seasoning. The nice thing about these meal kits is that they send you pretty much everything except for salt. Oh, hey, Jameson. Okay, good. They are working. They send you pretty much everything except for like salt, pepper, and oil and butter. They assume you have those things because they're staples. Oh boy, I don't even know who Reckitt Condon is. Do I want to know? If your name is something weird and I don't know it, you're welcome to identify yourself. Okay. So, salt and pepper. I'm going to put some Italian seasoning on there. If I can get it open. Do as I say, not as I do. In real life, use scissors. Okay. All right. Oh, hey, Connor. Okay. So, Baldy or Valier? Connor B or Connor V? All right. So, I'm going to season up my chicken here. B, all right. All right, so, boom, done. All right. Tongs, because I don't want my hands to get all cross-contaminated. I'm going to put some olive oil in my pan. Okay, hot pan with olive oil. It should spread around. Okay. All right. And then we're going to put that chicken right in the pan. You want to sear it off on both sides. Okay. Hold on, buddy. You are right in the shot. Thank you. All right. And then I'm going to season the side that's up now while it's in the pan. Teddy. Nope. You can't cook until you go wash your hands. Thank you. See? Same rules at home. Hey, Shua. How are you on here? Shua is one of my students from a couple years ago. I know, if you don't have family anymore, that makes me sad. But you still have me. You always have me. Okay. So, I think I already put pepper on that. Whoops, I'm going to get a little spicy. All right. Put some more Italian seasoning on there. Herbaceous goodness. Okay. All right. So, we just want to sear it on both sides because we're going to finish it in the oven. Okay. And when you're cooking meat, okay, especially if you're cooking meat in stainless steel like this, so it's not non-stick, you don't want to, pull your sleeves up, you don't want to fiddle with it until that side is cooked, okay? I'm going to go ahead and season the other side of these that are on my plate before I put them in the pan to save us a little time. All right. Those are seasoning really well. Ooh. All right. Good times, good times. All right. A little more Italian seasoning over here. And there we go. All right. The chicken, you just want to sear it off on both sides. Okay. And then I'm going to put it over here on a sheet pan. All right. Now I'm going to do the last two chicken breasts. All right. And I'm going to have my sous chef over here go put this in the trash can for me. Don't touch the top of the plate, please. All right. So, Keep a trash can or a trash bag always close to you. Who else is on here? Oh, hey, what's the thing on my arm? I gave blood today. So one of the things that you can do right now, well, you guys can't because you're too young, but your parents or somebody who's older can do to help people right now with coronavirus is to donate blood. And so I donated blood today. Okay. Who else is on here? Brett, Cameron, Gwen, Tristan. Hi, everybody. Okay, well, you can't cook while you're eating fruit by the foot. There you go. Okay, bye, Sage. All right. All right, so now while we wait for the chicken to sear, we're going to cut these veggies. All right. Kenny, out of the shot, please. All right. Oh, hi, Jolene. All right. All right. Sharp knives. Sharp knives do good work. Okay. So I need to cut these tomatoes for my Margherita chicken. We're going to dice them. All right. So here's the deal with tomatoes. Okay. Dicing a tomato is kind of like dicing an onion, honestly. I always cut the stem end off. Okay. And then I'm basically going to score it, like cross hatch it. So I'm going to cut back towards the end. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it 90 degrees and cut back towards the end. Okay, so now my tomato is like, see the shape that I made in it? Now I'm going to dice it. Okay, so with your claw arm, let me put this down. All right, so with your claw, and so I'm sorry, I'm not right-handed, guys. Okay, I'm going to hold it in place, and then I'm going to cut through and dice the little tomato pieces. Okay. All right. And then when you get down to these smaller parts, okay, then you can cut it and dice it into the smaller pieces. Hello. All right. You have to wash your hands again because you ate something. Yep. See, I'm just as tough on them at home as I am on you guys at school. Okay. All right. So tunnel method also works here, guys. In order to get those cross hatches for a dice. All right. So that's my son, guys. I am entertaining. Oh, I'm so glad I'm entertaining. I mean, let's be honest. You miss my jokes. I know you do. I don't really get jokes about tomatoes. Anybody have a tomato joke?
What about this? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream who?
Ice cream with happiness.
That's not a tomato joke. I asked for a tomato joke. That's not a tomato joke.
What about...
All right.
Hey! Knock, knock.
Who's there?
See.
He who?
See who? I mean, like, see you tomorrow.
Oh, see you tomorrow. All right, so I just flipped the chicken, guys. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so see how we got like brown right around the edges? So that's been seared off. Okay, and now we're searing the other side. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Brown. That's where all the yummy taste is in the brown. My jokes are really good. Thanks, Brett. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Cameron. Do not run your hand on that. You will get metal splinters. Oh, hey, Danica. Karina. Hi, guys. Oh, hi, Gwen. Thanks. She is cute when she's not screaming. All right. Last tomato.
Last tomato.
Okay. Teddy, I'll let you help me with the basil, okay?
Like this?
Yep, in the trash. Thank you. I'll let you help me with the basil. Basil is the herb we're going to put on it. Herb? What's an herb? What's an herb? An herb is a plant that smells really good and gives food lots of flavor.
It's real lots of disgusting flavors.
Teddy, you love basil.
Basil?
Basil's in
I
my
like chicken more than anything.
basil is in my tomato soup that I make, and you love that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Diced tomatoes. Now we gotta get the basil ready. Okay, we're just. All right, so Teddy. All right, so basil, guys. Basil actually does not get refrigerated. I love basil. If they made basil perfume, I would totally. Oh, if I would wear it, and you'd always be like, "Oh my gosh, Madgwick's nuts. She smells like plants." Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm gonna miss having you too, Shua. But basil is delicious. He loves basil. He's just full of it. All right, so basil's delicious. But don't refrigerate. It will turn black in the refrigerator. Don't refrigerate it.
Have you done that?
I have turned basil black in the refrigerator. All right, buddy. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to take all the leaves and pull them off the plants. That's your job.
I have a hard job.
Well, this is a hard job because you get bored very easily and quit what you're doing. Sound like anybody else you know?
I quit.
See? There you go. He gets bored and quits. And you wonder why I teach middle school.
Why I eat it.
You can eat basil. Basil's delicious. Enjoy it. I love
Oh
basil.
yeah, it's disgusting.
Teddy, you don't say that, do we? If we don't like something, you say, I don't like that. And that's all you have to say. There you go.
I do a magic wand.
It is a basil magic wand. All right. Keep going to town on the basil, buddy.
Oh, where's the
All right.
basil?
So the chicken is all seared off now.
Can I get more basil?
Yep. Open the next package. The chicken is all, there goes my knife. Woo! Is why I wear shoes in the kitchen, guys. Falling sharp objects. Okay. So my chicken is all seared off. I'm going to put it in the oven to finish cooking. Cameron, yesterday I made, this must be, if I didn't have a helper with me, Paige, like half an hour tops. Okay, if I didn't have a helper with me, sometimes my helper extends the time. Cameron, yesterday I made apricot glazed pork chops with lemon asparagus and cheesy risotto.
Okay.
So that video is on my
YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, boil the leaves. There you go. So that video, Cameron, is on my YouTube channel. Okay. But yes. I try to do meals like on weeknights that are half an hour or less. Like even homemade scratch stuff, half an hour or less.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's 30 minutes or less.
Tristan, your dog gets more, well, my dog wants more attention than my kids, and then I usually have to like lock her out of the space. All right. All right, my water is now boiling. So the chicken is in there, the water is boiling. I am going to get my pasta going. If I can get these packages open. There we go. Okay. So here's the deal. All right. Well, you're way on the wrong side. You're way over there, and the boiling water's over here. So what do we need to do? Your science experiment. All right. So here's the deal. I'm going to break it so it all fits. All right, here you go. So I break noodles in half, mostly because I have little people in my life. And full-size noodles. No, that one's already broken, buddy. And full-size noodles mean they're going to wear their dinner. So I break my noodles so that my kids don't wear their food. All right? Yeah. Okay. If we were all adults, okay, sure, I'd leave them whole. But I prefer my kids not to wear their dinner.
I love wearing my dinner.
Yeah. All right. Here you go. Put it in. All right. Here's the deal. Don't ruin your pasta. Al dente. It's Italian. It means to the tooth. Okay, al dente. So al dente is usually somewhere between 9 and 11 minutes. All right. So that's what we're looking for. All right. Now, hey Michaela, hey Shua. Oh, thanks Taylor. They also don't get special meals. So like, if he complains about dinner, then he just gets to be hungry tonight.
Oh yeah.
All right. So. Okay, so now that the chicken has been in the oven for a minute, we are going to put some cheese on it.
I'm doing that.
All right, you're going to put the cheese on the chicken.
Put
Beautiful.
cheese on the chicken.
First, I need an oven mitt.
Cheese on the chicken. Cheese on the chicken. Cheese
All right.
on the chicken.
And then we get the oven, buddy.
Chicken.
Thank you.
Cheese on the chicken.
Okay.
Cheese on the chicken.
So you guys will notice I lined my pan with foil because I hate dishes.
Because I hate
Okay. So, all right, buddy. Cheese on the chicken. All right.
cheese on the chicken. Cheese on the chicken.
He's singing us a
Cheese on
song
the chicken.
about putting cheese on the chicken.
Cheese
All
on
right.
the
It's
chicken.
never ending.
Cheese on
All
the
right.
chicken.
Here. Move. So let's move your card over there.
All
All right. So. Yes, I know he's wearing a hoodie in the kitchen. Don't give me any grief. Okay, it's in my house. If we were at school, I'd make him take it off. Take it off your head. All right. Plus, I also know that I did laundry the other day, so it's clean. All right. So we're gonna take the cheese. Okay. Now remember the pan's hot, so we're gonna take cheese. We're just gonna set it right on top of each piece of chicken. Okay.
I call the smallest.
Okay.
I
A
know.
little cheese on top of each piece of chicken.
Oh, I know which one is my piece.
This one.
Guess what?
Okay. All right. Good job, buddy. All right. So scoot back so I can put the chicken in the oven.
And then
All right.
scoot back to my normal place.
Yeah, I hate them dishes.
Oh yeah.
The absolute worst.
Cheese
Okay.
on the chicken. Cheese on the chicken.
See? All right. So
Cheese
cheese
on the
on the
chicken.
chicken.
Cheese
Back
on
in
the
we go.
chicken.
All right.
Cheese on the chicken. Cheese on the chicken. Cheese on the chicken.
All right.
Cheese on the chicken. Cheese on the chicken.
All right.
Cheese
Thank you
on
for
the
your song.
chicken.
All right. So I'm gonna stir the noodles. I'm gonna make sure that they're not sticking. You're gonna stir them for me.
Yeah.
Make sure they're not sticking. Okay. Stir the noodles for me. All right. I'm gonna pull my pan back over that I seared my chicken in. We're gonna all this brown on the bottom of the pan. No, he's totally barefoot, Bryant. Again, it's in my house. I'm terrible. I know. He's singing you a lovely song. All right. So this is the yummy stuff. This is good. It's not burnt. Okay. It's just caramelized. We want that. It's good. All right. So keep stirring. If it's too hot, put the spoon on the spoon rest and stir. You can't leave it in there. Okay. If it's too hot, leave it in there. Or leave it off. Okay. So I'm gonna turn that pan back on because now I'm gonna cook my veggies. All right.
That I can help with.
Yum. All right. So olive oil again.
Hi.
All right. All right. Okay.
Good job.
All right. Italian delicious yumminess. Okay.
Also, what you need when you're a kid.
Yep. Oven mitts. Good friends. Good friends. Okay. So we're gonna add the tomato and the Italian seasoning. Stop, please.
What are you doing?
All right. So I'm just gonna scrape my tomatoes right off my cutting board into my pan. Ooh. Hear that sizzle? All right. And since the tomatoes have a lot of water in them, they're actually going to loosen up all of that yummy brown.
Why is it like that?
Why is that like that? That's the starch from the
Should I
pasta. You can stir it some more. That is the starch releasing from the pasta. So my son just asked why the pasta water was all foamy. So if you guys ever notice that, whenever you make pasta, that the water gets really foamy and even like tries to like bubble up and out, and that's the starch. Okay.
Always wear safety gloves.
Safety glove. There you go. So when the pasta bubbles up like that, all right, stir it, turn down the heat, or add fat. Okay. So those are your choices. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked. Are you still making French toast for everybody, Brett? All right. So we're gonna let those tomatoes cook down. We are going to add some balsamic vinegar to them. Okay. Balsamic vinegar is a special type of vinegar. It is a dark brown color. It is made from wine and it comes from the Modena part of Italy. Okay. So we're gonna add all the vinegar. Yes. Stir in the vinegar. Okay. So you guys can see it is brown. Okay. Balsamic vinegar, especially when it boils, it gets real thick and like smooth and like almost syrupy. It's so good. Okay. And then we need to add a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. 1/2 teaspoon for 4 servings. Okay. What do you think? Should I use a measuring spoon? Should I be good and not cheat? Can I eyeball a half a
can't
teaspoon?
see me mixing.
But I'll be good. I'll use a measuring spoon. Okay, half a teaspoon of sugar.
Can't see me mixing.
Yeah, you're good, buddy. All right. So, half a teaspoon of sugar.
Always make sure there's nothing on the thing before you put it in. Because that has happened to me once.
All right.
Right now.
All right.
One of the noodles.
So that's okay. So I'm gonna bring the tomatoes and the balsamic vinegar kind of, hey Annabelle, up to a boil. Okay. So they're coming up to a boil, and then what are we gonna do? So after it's thick, we're gonna add in butter. Okay. All right.
Look at that.
Let go, please. Thank you.
I got it.
I know, but I need to test the pasta. Okay, so throwing pasta on the wall, not an effective way to test if it's done. So I can look at these noodles right now and tell they're not done because they still are really holding their shape. Like, okay, so if you guys look, like they're still firm, okay? And if I flip it over, like they still stand up, okay? So these noodles are not done. So that whole like throw it up against the wall and see if it sticks, that just tells you how much starch is in your pasta. That does not tell you it's done. My son's name, Annabelle, is Teddy. So remember, hold the pot with one hand and stir with the other. There you go. Well, if you're about to stir it right off the stove. All right. So while that all keeps trucking away over there, I'm going to wipe some of the tomato off my cutting board, and I'm going to chiffonade this basil. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. I did a chiffonade on Monday in my video on tacos. So if you're watching Monday, you saw me chiffonade tacos, or chiffonade lettuce for tacos. So now I'm going to chiffonade basil. Okay, so with any type of leafy thing you chiffonade, it's a fancy word, fancy French word, that basically means to cut it into ribbons. Okay, so you're going to stack them up nice and neat. Okay.
Mix for 24 hours, please.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay, so got my knife. I sharpened my knife before I started, and I've only been using this knife for vegetables, so it's good to still use it. Okay. And I'm just going to cut right down the pile of leaves, okay, until I get these nice basil ribbons, okay? So they look pretty. Also, basil is an herb that has a lot of natural oils in it. And so when you cut it, every time you cut it, you're releasing more and more of its natural oils. And those oils are where the flavor is. Okay?
Mom.
Yes. All right. Hold on. Let me cut this next stack of basil. All right. All right.
You stop it.
Now, I will eat way more basil than this, but this will work for now. Okay, so my timer's going off for my pasta. It's also time to check my chicken. So, first we're going to turn the timer off. Excuse me. All right. Ooh, look at that bubbly and golden brown chicken, y'all. Bubbly cheese. Delicious. Okay. All right. Make some room up here on my stovetop. All right, so let that sit. Okay. Go ahead and turn the oven off. Okay. All right, so now let's talk about pasta, because they should be al dente by now. Okay, so honestly, the best way to test pasta is to taste it. Teddy, the light burned out. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, pasta should be chewy. Chewy, chewy, chewy. All right. Yummy. All right. Teddy Tidbits. Oh, is that what we're calling him, Brett? Teddy Tidbits? Oh my gosh. Hi, Bella. Okay.
Bella? Who Bella?
Not Bella from your school, Bella from my school. All right. We're going to drain the pasta in a colander.
Yeah.
All right. So, let go. All right, I'm gonna carry my pasta. My sink's over here. I'm not gonna show you draining pasta. All right.
So,
All right. Now, one thing this recipe wants us to do is to preserve some of the pasta water. And that water has a lot of flavor. It has a lot of starch in it. So it's really good for thickening sauces. Okay. So, I drained my pasta. I returned it to my pot. Okay. And
then I keep mixing.
I put a little bit of the pasta water off to the side. Okay. It's in this mug, you guys, was my favorite Christmas mug at my grandmother's house. Please shut the refrigerator. At my grandmother's house when I was a little girl. So it's like a special mug to me. Okay. All right. That is about done. We're going to add in some butter.
Butter.
All right.
Right.
All right. So,
I will hope it's the butter.
all right. So I got this fancy garlic and herb butter
Yeah.
in my kit. You can use plain butter and just add some garlic powder and some dry herbs. Okay. So I'm gonna add the garlic and herb butter. Okay. Let me tear it, and then you don't need your oven mitt on for this. Okay.
What does it look like that?
What does it look like? What? The butter? It has herbs in it. Remember those things you said you didn't like? Those things that were gross. Not so gross now, huh? All right. Can you stir the pasta for me, please? Oh. All right.
It's impossible.
All right. I'm gonna add some plain butter to my
It's about ready.
to my tomatoes that I'm making.
What about to here?
Because the fat will help make this sauce nice and silky. Okay, so turn you down here. All right. All right. Cameron, oh, don't you dare speak that into being. Don't you dare. All right, so add a little some fat in there. It makes things nice and silky. You guys can't even see, like now it's really thick. Just adding that
can't even
to it. Okay.
Can't even mix.
All right, you can't even mix. So I guess we need some help. All right. All right. So we stirred that all in. All right, let's double check. Pasta, spaghetti, garlic butter, cooking water, butter, remaining basil. All right. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to take all of my basil bits and put those in with my pasta.
Time to mix.
Yep, time to mix. My chief mixer is over there. Okay.
Look at that.
Mixer extraordinaire.
This is so
Okay.
awesome.
I'm going to take my pasta water and pour some of that back in there. That will help make a sauce, so it's not just butter. Okay. It is a no word.
This.
No, you can't. Right. So
It's kind of
that-
like slime.
pasta water turns it into a sauce, so it's no longer just sticky butter on noodles. Okay.
And it feels like slime, but it's not slime.
All right. So at this point, guys, okay, stop. Let go, please. All right. So, guys, at this point, it's ready. Let me put this together. Okay. Clean up my workspace here, guys. You know, I always say clean as you go. I'm not doing a good job of that. Okay. Clean as you go. All right. So, first thing we're going to do is take some of this pasta and put a little bit of it on our plate. Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, you can have just a little bit. Okay. So, a little bit of pasta. All right.
Push that up.
Then I am going to take one of my chicken breasts. So the chicken has been sitting on the pan resting. Okay, it's been resting.
It's not the one.
Okay, The chicken's been sitting on the pan resting. Now I'm going to cut it. Okay?
Second one's fine.
Yeah, I know. He just makes weird comments. Oh my goodness, you guys are funny. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this chicken. I'm gonna cut it against the grain. So meat has these lines that run through it. You look at your meat and see which way it runs. So the lines in this chicken are running this way. Okay, and I want to cut across them. So I'm gonna turn my chicken this way.
I will cut
And
it.
cut across the grain so that my chicken is super duper tender. Okay?
Super
So-
duper. Really
gonna
tender.
cut. Down and across my.
And also make sure it's really tender.
Okay. So then I'm going to take my chicken and put it on top of my
Tender
pasta.
as these.
Can you not do that?
Cheetos.
Thanks. Okay. So my chicken's up. You need to get down. Thank you. All right. So my chicken is on top of my pasta. Now we're going to add the good stuff. Okay. All right. We're going to add some of these balsamic tomatoes that we made over here. All right, so we got the balsamic tomatoes. All right.
I want to have tomatoes on mine.
And a little more
Cheese.
mozzarella.
And
Okay.
and that is also pizza cheese.
Yeah, mozzarella is pizza cheese, in case you didn't know. There you go, guys. Margherita chicken, balsamic tomatoes, okay, basil
Mozzarella
and
cheese pizza.
butter pasta. All right, guys.
Mozzarella cheese
I
pizza.
will be going live probably tomorrow for lunch when my daughter's sleeping, and doing the he did have a Cheeto and doing the
With
out of the box
me.
challenge for my 8th graders. All right, so
With
I
me.
miss you guys. I miss cooking with you. Okay, my 6th graders are having so much fun. But otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys are doing all right. Reach out if you need anything. All right, bye everybody.
I saw your last